ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, hitting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
On the court for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Leonard in the 3 slot.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with. Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
He dishes it to Spates. One near Iguodala as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3-ball. You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, Draymond Green, a second-round pick in 2012, but his tough defense and high basketball IQ have earned him minutes. He said, quote, "I never cared about stats, and I still don't. My goal is to have an impact on the game. Sometimes you have the biggest impact with plays that don't show up in the stats. Those are the plays I live for." Great attitude, Kevin.
A real gamer, Doris. He loves the game. Thanks. No good with the triple.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
But they recover it. Here's Duncan. Out to Parker. And another shot. Outside Leonard. There's Green with the 3. That doesn't go either for Green. And Curry, here we go. Thompson for the triple. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Left side Curry. Curry with another miss.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by Green.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him right now.
So much can be said about the Spurs' dominance as a franchise. 15 straight years of winning 50 games or more during the regular season. And, you know, last year, they were at least 500 or better against every other team in the league, and they have been since 1976.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Lee comes in for McAdoo. Barnes, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. And guys, think about the history of the Spurs. They didn't even come into the NBA until 1976 when they made the transition from the old ABA.
Well, you talk about a fan base that's spoiled. I mean, nearly 40 years of beating every team in the league, more than they've been beaten by those teams. So just an incredible record.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Pass to Barbosa. The pass to Livingston. all alone. Green with the rebound.
You know, not only... Oh, how about that basketball,
Wasn't that
man?
beautiful?
Wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Livingston. The offensive rebound. Feeds it to Barnes. Barbosa passes to Lee. Barbosa against Parker. Leonard attacking. Out to Parker. The game now all time. Parker's got 5 points so far. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Kicks it to Livingston. From beyond the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got his third rebound on the night. So they take the lead. And it's 7 points for Tony Parker.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Warriors ball. 18 seconds.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Barbosa. Shot to stop the run. And the Warriors miss again. Oh, that's blocked.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
They get it back. Lee kicks to Barnes. And we're through 2 here in a good one. Spurs lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
It's Lee and Bogut inside. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. And it's Curry in a point guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. Lee. And Leonard with the block. And they're able to recover. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Here's Duncan. No luck. Good D by Lee.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot. Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful. You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Out to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Second shot opportunity. Snatched up.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Well, looking at David Lee, you know, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but a very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. You know, the ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning Coach of the Year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for David Lee. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy two, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. I mean, he's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time. But one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated, and in many ways he can lead without saying a word.
And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation. You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great. Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
Curry outside, and the rebound goes to Duncan.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
That's his first personal foul.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 6 on the shot clock. And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France definitely in that upper echelon.
Festus Ezeli missing time last season recovering from his knee surgery. He's trying to regain his form after a rookie season which saw him start 41 games.
Thompson right side. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Shot to end this cold run. Here's Ezeli. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ezeli's got his first bucket of the night.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Here's Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action. Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's, oh, he got it at the buzzer.
Knock it down.